One of the highlights of Mark chapter 7 is when Jesus is approached by a Gentile woman, a non-Jewish woman, to beg for the healing of her young daughter who has an unclean spirit. We're going to go verse by verse through Mark chapter 7, verses 24 to 29, looking at her wonderful example of genuine faith. Specifically, we'll be highlighting 3 of her awesome qualities. Quality number 1, her spiritual passion. In verses 24 and 25, we see this. He, Jesus, entered a house and wanted no one to know it, but he could not be hidden. For a woman whose young daughter had an unclean spirit heard about him, and she came and fell at his feet. What a great response. She has a need, hears about Jesus, comes, and falls at his feet. Her spiritual passion is awesome. Quality number 2, her perseverance. Verse 26. The woman was a Greek, a Syro-Phoenician by birth, and she kept asking him to cast the demon out of her daughter. So she keeps asking Jesus for the deliverance of her daughter. She is demonstrating healthy perseverance. And then quality number 3, her humility. Verses 27 and 28. But Jesus said to her, "Let the children be filled first, for it is not good to take the children's bread and throw it to the little dogs." And she answered and said to him, "Yes, Lord, yet even the little dogs under the table eat from the children's crumbs." So the focus of Jesus' ministry has been to the Jews first, as per his mission. This focus will later expand to include Gentiles. In this passage, Jesus refers to Jews as the children and to Gentiles as little dogs or puppies. Jesus makes it clear that the children, the Jews, are to be filled first, and that the spiritual food intended for the Jews at this time should not go to the little dogs, the Gentiles. The woman could choose to be offended. "Who are you calling little dogs?" But instead, she responds humbly. She says yes. In other words, she agrees with Jesus. The Jews are to eat first. She accepts a lowly position. And then she says, "Lord." So she's acknowledging that what Jesus says goes. And then she says, "Yet even the little dogs under the table eat from the children's crumbs." So even the puppies get what falls from the table. She's saying, "Lord, please give me some crumbs." I'm not demanding, I'm asking. I'm begging for some spiritual crumbs. So this woman is a great example of genuine faith, demonstrating wonderful qualities: spiritual passion, perseverance, and humility. In response to this woman's faith, here's what we see. Verse 29, "Then he said to her, 'For this saying, go your way. The demon has gone out from your daughter.'" So Jesus is impressed by her faith and declares that her daughter has been delivered from the demon. If we have a need, are we, like the woman in this passage, approaching Jesus with spiritual passion? Are we persevering in prayer? Are we demonstrating humility? Let's walk in genuine faith, the kind of faith we see demonstrated by the woman in this passage. Thanks for listening.